Hi, my name is Wilx, and this is episode 12 of Direwolf20. Today we're going to get started on bees. To do that, I'd like to be able to fly better, so I'm going to make myself an angel ring out of my ring of the flying squid. So the first thing I need is a cursed lasso, which is a drop of evil, and a golden lasso. And I need to stick myself a ghast in there. In here, I have spawned a ghast already. And I turned off that, and oh, you nasty little. Okay, let's get rid of him first. I don't want him blowing up when I go to kill this ghast. And we should actually turn that off so that we can't spawn a second ghast while I'm in there playing with him. Now, yeah, he's dead. And I'd like to be able to fly while I'm in here. Since I changed dimensions, I got to pick this up and put it back down in my inventory. That was a suggestion by Tushira Mitsushima, that I just have to move it around in my inventory. I don't actually have to drop it on the ground. Now I'm going to have to punch this guy, because either of these weapons can basically one-shot him. So I'm going to have to punch him down till he gets to 2 hearts or less, then capture him in this. And that can be a little difficult to do. The biggest fear I've got if I'm punching him is I don't want to knock one of his fireballs back at him, or the whole thing ends right then and there. So let's see how we do on this. Is that 2 hearts? Yes! Got him! Alright! Success! And I guess we can go down here. We can turn you back on. Turn all of you on. And come back up here. And turn always active. There we go. Okay. That taken care of. Now, so next over here, we're going to put these things down here. Oh, and I've got a bat in here. So I'm going to pause this episode for 14 seconds, show you some footage of me catching a bat. There's no sound for it. He just happened to appear at my base while I was working. I wasn't ready for him, and I ran around frantically trying to put him in this golden lasso. So hold on just half a sec, and I'll show you that. All right, now that we've got everything together, we can make our angel ring. Put it there. And from what I understand, I don't need to drop that anymore. It'll just work all the time. All right, let's go get some other stuff. So this is just a scoop, a diamond, and a power module. I don't know if this thing does better at hitting them. I suspect it does. I know that it's using RF instead of durability, but I don't know if that's its only advantage or whether it seems to do a better job of breaking them. I'm hoping anyways. And we're also going to get ourselves a bee smoker. This will calm the bees down so they don't attack me. And just some leather and some tin. Now we can take the bee smoker and we can put it in our offhand like that. Now, I want fertility 4 in bees. So Wintery has them. I need a cold biome. Well, that looks like a cold biome over here. So let's go that direction, which is that way. I'm going to cut away till I get over there. This is going to take me a few seconds. All right, we're back here again. Or not back here. We got here. And I'm looking around for hives. And it's just turned night, which is a good thing, because hives glow in the dark. But it doesn't seem to be dark enough yet. Oh, I see one down here. See that glowing spot? You can't see the hive at all yet, right? But if we come down here, there is a hive there. So we're going to, whoops, not with that. Why do I not hear any sound? Okay, I guess we do. Let's see if we can find another one around here before I leave. There's another one over there. Whoops. Mr. Zombie, go away. Right. Whoa. There we go. No, that's plants that are glowing a little bit there. Are there any more obvious ones? More glowing plants. What's that over there? Oh, no. Blizz. Okay, I guess that'll do. I don't see any more obvious ones. So let's take the fast way back. Waypoints. Teleport. Whoops. Come on. Okay. I don't need this on my... Well, I actually can stay there, I guess, for a little bit. So now, to use these bees that I just got, I'm going to need to make some stuff. Industrial apiaries. I was going to make all these separately, but I kept forgetting which was which when I set them up, so I couldn't remember where to put them all. So 5 industrial apiaries to start. I'll make more later. Now, for these fermented spider eyes, the only thing interesting was the mushrooms. So let me show you how we got the mushrooms. I took a mushroom from here. And then I took a stack of bones, stuck them in the squeezer here, and got a whole pile of bone meal. And conveniently, it'll be easier with this ring to do this. Place one mushroom down there. Notice that I put blocks all around because the mycelium can spread to the grass. And I've got mycelium over here. It's one of the things that Void Ore Miner is pulling up. Void Resource Miner is pulling up. Actually, that's still a clear lens. While I'm here, let's do one other thing. Because I've got bone meal on me and everything. Where is it here? My one thing. We're going to... Whoops. Damn it. I broke that thing too. Now I got to be able to get it. So, did it fall down? We've got this. Oh, damn it. The thing fell down the hole. I can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and this, and we'll make it a white laser lens. And there we go. It's all set back up again, and it's doing its thing. Now it's going to get more mica, because I haven't got any mica yet. I thought I was going to get lots of mica, but there's no mica in there. And I don't have a spot for mica yet, right? Right. So I need mica. That's its main purpose. Okay, back to what I was doing on mushrooms. Click with that, and boom, we got a great big mushroom. Now, I tried this with the lumber axe, and I decided it wasn't a very good idea because some of them would just turn invisible, and I wouldn't know where they were and couldn't hit them and that sort of thing. So it's better to just go around with this and do it this way. So off of one mushroom, I turn around and get about a dozen of them. 15 in this case. And that's how I got all the mushrooms for that. That was the only mildly interesting thing so far in the crafting. So, I need 40 fermented spider eyes. Whoops. Where'd you come from? What's with all the mobs today? 40 fermented spider eyes. And we put them in here. This is going to give us 20 lifespan upgrades. We can install 4 per apiary. We got 5 apiaries, so that means that they're going to create drones faster. It's going to shorten their lifespan. And we're going to get 5 automation upgrades. And why are there 5s here? So it should be all 2s. 2 cooler upgrades for the Winteries I just collected. Ooh, I know what else I want to do before I do that. Is I want to give XNet a try. I've never well, I've used it a little bit in test, but that's it. I've never actually used it in a game properly. So first off, I'm going to make a controller, a couple of repeaters, and a comparator, and an RF Tools machine frame. And these are connectors, not the cables, the connectors. And it's obvious what those things are. And I made 16 of them. So we're going to come over here. We're going to put down... Now notice I got power running out from over there. I'm going to put my controller right there. And I can take my connectors and I start placing them along here. Now it looks like cable, but they're actually connectors. So when I drop things down on top of them, they work. Then we're going to come over here. I'm going to leave one space. And then I'm going to put down my apiaries. Now, the reason I picked X for the mostly is so that I could try it out. One of its advantages is you can have both power and items going through the same side. But to do that, you've got to set up a controller to handle it. So we take one of the channels, this one, it's an energy channel, so we'll create it as an energy channel. And then we're going to create a spot for the cable here, and it's going to export. Then for each of these, we're going to have them import. Now, as you can see, these things have already filled up with power. Oh, just barely. So we're getting power that way. We can also take and put down a crate here, and later on, I'll have stuff going into this crate from those. Maybe. We'll leave it unconnected for right now. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to take and start putting these guys in there. So lifespan upgrades, automation upgrade, and a cooler upgrade. Oh, you're ignoble. I should have got myself a note. You're pristine, so we'll put you in for now. And it's raining. And it hasn't found the flowers yet, but okay. We need Gendustry, genetic stabilizer. Yeah, I'll take 2 of them. One genetic stabilizer, we'll just save it for later. Then over here, we'll put 1 there. of those. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah. Actually, let's try it without the cooler for just now. So we put in the ignoble there, Wintery there. I can't demonstrate while it's raining, so I hate using that button because it doesn't stop the rain for very long. It comes back almost right away when you do that. Now, it says too hot. So for the Wintery Queen, we have to put in at least one cooler upgrade, and boom, now it's happy. Now, the stabilizer, notice genetic K is minus 100%. So therefore, this thing won't die from being ignoble. However, my energy consumption doubled. So it doesn't say how much these things are eating up. I should set something up to test that. But oh well. Okay, so they are doing their thing. We need some of their drones, so that's why we're doing that. I want to go down and get myself one more bee now that that's set up. So we're going to need that thing back. This thing. And I saw one. I hope I can find it again while I'm on camera. It's going to be a little dark down there. I apologize. That's not the way. It's this way, I guess. There's another bat. I could have just got this one here. And there's our hive. I knew I saw a hive around here somewhere. Okay, so is that from the bees or from something else? That's from the bees. So we'll smoke it. There we go. And let's take the quick way out of here. Waypoints. Okay, so now we're going to make ourselves a Carpenter. That's bronze and a sturdy casing. A Centrifuge. That's copper and a sturdy casing. We're going to make a genetic sampler. A genetic imprinter. "64 blank gene samples, so stacks of each of those. I probably only need 64. I might need more, I don't know. For this, I need at least 4 stacks of genetic Labware, and I will need to continue to make more. So I'll probably make myself a forestry workbench with the recipe in there, and I'll grab them whenever I need them later. But we need 4 stacks for right now. And a squeezer. And that covers it for right now. So let's come over here. Now notice that's water coming out of there. We'll take our Carpenter and we'll place it right here. It fills up with water and it's got power, but it has no recipe yet. This is the recipe we're going to use. If I remember correctly, those go like that. Diamond goes there. Redstone goes there and there. And tin like that. And this gets us a portable analyzer. And that we can use to take a look at our bees. In the meantime, we're going to set up a centrifuge over here. So we're going to need to give the centrifuge power. All right. And then we're going to need to also give it combs. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to take our centrifuge and we're going to create a new channel. This time we're going to make it items. And the centrifuge is going to have the insert on items. Oops, I didn't create the item channel. There we go. And it gets the insert. But we're going to have it deliberately be frozen combs. And I'm not sure, but I think that means ignore all of those. It could be the other way around. I don't know for sure. I'm new to this mod. Then we're going to take combs and we're going to make you an export. You an export. You an export. You an export. And you an export. So now the combs are coming over here. They're getting stuck into this. And it's making them into whatever. And we should probably get a... Oh, I'm not going to have enough of these, am I? No, I'm going to have to make some more of those. I forgot to do that before the episode. So we'll put that on there. And we'll grab one of the big crate, well, small crates. And then the stuff can come up into there. Yeah, let's go, while we're waiting for some things to happen there, let's go make some more of these. I had an anvil already made. Anvil, there you are. And I have some of these. Let's grab 2 of them. And the flat, if I remember correctly, is that and that. No, other way around. Yes. There we go. We got a whole bunch of them now. I guess this can stay in here. Okay, while that's doing its thing, let's set up some of the other stuff. So we're going to need some chests. Don't need you now. One chest is going to go right here. This is going to be my input chest. So I'm going to press Control and there. So that's going to push into the machine beside it. And I'm going to take my genetic sampler and put it down here. Oh, damn, I hate when it does that. So where did it go? There it is. So that's how you do the bug. You just keep putting something in each space until you get the right space. And it's going to output there to another chest. And then we'll put the chest down here, which is going to output in this direction. And we're going to grab our squeezer. Oh, and it's going to input to this, so Control. There we go. Put down our squeezer. Then back here, I'm going to need item duct, 1 lever. What is it? I only need 2 item ducts, right? And 1 servo. I should have got a faster servo for this. I really should have. But oh well, that's all I've got for right now. Whoops. We don't need to be smoking that. And I'm also going to need to put down a block to put that lever on. Where did I put the block? There it is. And we'll put our lever like that. Okay, that's all set up. And the way that's going to work is I'm going to take some of my extra bees. Oh, it's not daytime. We'll give them an advantage here. Where were we here? Oh yeah, we had some extra bees now. So in here we need to put Labware and these things, and then our bees. Now these bees, because I might have had a whole variety of different ones that didn't stack, I can shove them in the chest and they will automatically be fed into here. Be fed into there, right? Maybe not. I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? So we'll do control, put that there, put the chest there, put the bees in the chest. And now they're going in. So I did that backwards somehow. Oh well. So what happens is it takes the drone and it turns it into a sample. The sample gets put up here. Lifespan short. That's a garbage one. That's not one I want. So we'll just forget about that for right now. Actually, let's get rid of some of this junk. Why do I still have rotten flesh on me? Because you're full. Okay, we need some of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the iron ones are cheap. So I just don't want to have to come back and do it again later. Actually, how's this thing doing? Just fine. And we have mica. Cool. All right, so are you finished your bees? No, you're not. You're still working on them. Well, let's see what we've got so far anyways. Cave dwelling, false, effect freezing. Ooh, these have a nasty effect. Okay, slowest. Fertility 4, that's the one I'm actually looking for. Freezing, territory average. Okay, so what we do with that is... Did I make some of those? No, I didn't, did I? I need some of these. And it needs redstone? I probably have some up here. Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's grab a couple of them for now. Again, that's something else I'll probably want to put in the workbench so I can make more of them later. So what we do with that is we take our sampler and that, and it now has fertility 4 in it. That was the key one I was looking for. What else have we got? Freezing, slowest. Another fertility 4. We'll keep that. Rest of that's all garbage. And we're done. Okay, so what we do when we're done is we flick this switch. And it takes these. And it's shoving them into here. Which in turn is shoving them into here. Which takes the DNA out of them. Oh, I know what I forgot. I'm going to put a big tank on top of this thing. But it takes it a little while to do this. So I got a question for you here. I want it to be faster. I would use the integrated tunnels because they're much quicker. But I don't know how to shut them on and off with a redstone signal. I'm sure it can be done. I just don't know how to do it. If you know how to do it, say so in the comments. Or it could be something a little more complicated, but I don't want it to take up too many blocks. The ideal situation, and I would do this if I had Super Circuit Maker, as soon as press a button, and as soon as this chest was empty, it would shut it off. Because what I don't want to have happen is I forget and leave this on, put all my bees in, and they get wasted and recycled right away. Okay, anyways, so now that I have that done, I have a genetic imprinter. I guess this guy can go right here. But he is going to need Labware, and this is the one with fertility 4. And I'm going to take my... Oh, it's an ignoble Rocky. Damn it. Well, I made 2 of those things, so that was good. Now, ignobles are a problem in these things. There's a chance, I don't know what it is, 10%, 15%, I don't know the exact amount, but there's a fairly good chance that it could turn into genetic mush of some sort. And so it's not a good idea to put the ignobles through the genetic imprinter too many times, because your odds will just suck. But let's hope it makes it through at least this once, or I got to go look for more Rockies. But we had to put it on fertility 4, because these are only a fertility 1. Actually, I should show you that part. And it made it through. Cool. Okay, so let's go get some honey. And we'll grab our... Did I make that thing? I did, but I don't have it on me yet. Okay. And we take our honey, we put it up there. So this rocky drone here, as you can see, it has a fertility of only 1. So we've got to run it through the thing. Whereas our rocky princess now has a fertility of 4. And the reason, what I want from this princess is nocturnal, tolerant flyer, cave dwelling. So it can, it works at night. It can ignore the rain, and it doesn't need to see the ceiling. Sorry, it doesn't need to see the sky. And it's got a humidity and climate tolerance up and down 1. So, some pretty good stats on those things. Where was I? This guy, the drone. And we can just shove the rest of these in here for now. It'll also feed that to it as well. And our rocky drone. So we'll come over here to the next one, and we're going to give it those, one of those. What did I do with that other one? And one of those. And then we can put these guys in there. And that moves us on to the next step for getting all the traits off of those. What else did I want off of the... I don't know if there was anything else that I wanted off of that. Because oh, the other thing I need off of this is effect none. Where are we on... Oh yeah, we haven't made the Mutatron yet. So let's go do that. So we need the Mutagen producer first. That's a regular hopper. The Mutagen tank, which is like that. So it's easy stuff to make, but you got to know how to make it. And this is the advanced, or the regular Mutatron. And we need to make that before we can make an advanced. And all the recipes are bronze gears, so I made lots of those. And we're going to need to feed it something, so I'm going to use... Whoops. We don't have a lot of redstone. I got to do something about that sometime. I've got even less glowstone. That's the other thing. It won't take that type of uranium, even though I've got quite a bit of that uranium. So I'm not sure what else to feed it. So anyways, we'll stick our advanced Mutatron right here. Our mutagen producer there. And we'll shove that in there. Now, this thing sucks up a lot of power. It holds 5 million. So you can put a lower cable on it or something if you're worried about cutting power off to everything else. Like a lot of these other things are going to be starved for power at this point in time. Maybe not. I am... Oh yeah, I don't know whether I mentioned it this episode or not. I did upgrade my power supply. I put 3 more. I put in another tree, a third tree. Put in 3 more of these, 2 more of these to handle it. Now the biggest change I made, which I'm not 100% happy with, is I put in 3 fractionating stills, and I put auxiliary sieves in them, and 1 reception coil, where I would have needed 6 of them if I didn't put the reception coils in them. I should have done it differently. I should have done it with 2 of them and put 2 reception coils in each of them and only 2 sieves, because I had to add an extra one of these steam dynamos in, and it's barely getting anything. One could have handled it if I produced just a little less rosin. So in general, that would have been less for 3 of them, for 3 trees. And I should have done it that way. But I'm going to be upgrading to 4 probably soon before I upgrade to a better power supply. I'm thinking at this point in time that I might make a energenic generator. We'll see. Haven't decided. So it now has mutagen in it. And we need some bees to play with. Oh, that's what else I needed over for. That's why I was coming over here. I know I'm coming over for a reason. We've got these bees, and then these ones. Now, these queens are messed up. Hidden in their attributes. Like, if we take a look at it on this, these are all going to look normal. But when it's a queen, it's got 4 sets of traits. You can only see 2 sets of traits with this. So if I put one in there, we can see 2 sets of traits, but there's actually 4 sets there. So there's hidden underlying things. So these bees are kind of messed up. I just want to stick them in there. We'll do the lifespan upgrades, but I'm not going to put the automation in there for right now. I will just stick them in there just to get them changed over so I can use them for something else. Oh, it's nighttime. Pretty soon we won't have to worry about that once we've got the Rockies doing their thing. How are Rockies doing? 3, that's not very many. Okay. But we can do a mutation if we want. So we'll take a Wintery drone, and we'll put it with one of our forests that we have. These were from villages. I just collected them. They were in chests. The other ones, the queens, came out of the hives in the villages. And we'll take a Wintery drone with a forest princess. And so any hive bee plus a hive drone of a different type can give you common. So we'll get a common that way. Oh, I know what I don't have in there. Excuse me. There we go. And that'll make us our common. But I don't want to use the common until I get, well, how is the common? The common is, oh, it's not bad. Common's pretty good. I could use it as is. And it's a queen anyway, so we need to stick it in here. Actually, notice we got another. You're a forest queen. How are you a forest queen? Oh, right. It's the common is the one we just got. All right. So we'll put it in there, and we'll have it turn into two separate ones. Over here, this is where we'll stick our forest in to get that changed over. Notice we got a cultivated drone out of that. And they're going to take a sec. Now, if we have a cultivated drone, we should be going all the way up in each of these, including getting cultivated and stuff. But that's only a drone anyways. So let's do our next step, which would be Common Princess, which that's a messed up Common Princess, I think. I don't think that's a... Yeah. So this one has weird traits to it. So I've got two things here with weird traits. Common Princess and a cultivated drone. And we've got our choice of noble or diligent out of that. So let's go noble for now, because we're going to need both of these eventually. And then we're going to have to run that through one of these when something's finished there. 9, that's enough to play with. Actually, let's put some of these over here. We've got a common drone over there. That we got to deal with. This Common Princess, that's probably our new one. Yeah, that's our new one. That has to... No, this is... I don't know. I'm getting confused. You are a junk common. Okay. This is... Oh yeah, this has to be fed through... I know what we have to do with that. We'll stick our noble in there for now. So, we were going to stick those in there. This is set to off. Okay. And it's doing its thing. Humidity tolerance 1 both. That's good. What are you? You're a fertility 4. So we'll save you. Humidity tolerance, so we got that again. Hope to get some better stuff. We're getting to the end of the episode though. So is there anything else I wanted to tell you? All right. There's a couple of things that were new to this. One, you can no longer stick a queen in the advanced Mutatron. That was changed as of October of last year, so just 3 months ago. They changed it because people were getting confused. They didn't understand that there was 4 traits, so 2 traits were hidden. So they just took away the ability. Where that became a problem is it means that you can't change queens that have, for instance, a bad effect. I remember once in a Greg Tech pack, I forget what it was called, new something or other. I had put a bee in there, left it in my base, went off to go search for some more bees or something. And this bee started knocking holes all over my base in a huge area. And I came back, it had destroyed machines, it had done all sorts of things. So some of these effects can be quite bad. So you won't be able to get rid of the effects with the queen. You have to run them through once, get them into a princess and a drone, then run them through this. And there's other problems with not being able to do like heat and humidity and things along those lines. The last thing I wanted to talk to you about is I noticed that I've been getting a lot less views in Direwolf20 than I was in Project Ozone or Project Ozone Lite. And I'm wondering if I'm doing too easy a pack, that I don't have the interest of my viewers. They're interested in seeing what I do and how I do things, but they're not really that interested in this pack. They'd be far more interested if I had something much more challenging. Now, Modern Skyblock 3 just came out. I'd consider a change to Modern Skyblock 3. The inconvenience is I have changed too many times, and people get upset with me when I drop a pack mid-whatever. But tell me in the comments, would you like to see me continue going with Direwolf20? Or would you like me to see me switch over to Modern Skyblock 3, which is supposed to be one of the most difficult packs out there? Worse than like Project Ozone 2 Kappa mode. That it's really, really difficult, especially if you do it on its most difficult level. Oh, and for those of you that have played Modern Skyblock before, please let me know which is the most difficult start, because if I do it, I'm going to do it all the way. Because you have like 4 different types of starts you can do, whether it be snowy or sandy or I don't know what they are. I haven't researched it that much. I just understand that it doesn't use Ex Nihilo, so it's a very different Skyblock pack, much more challenging. And that's probably better suited to me, is a very, very challenging pack. But anyways, I think we've done enough getting started on bees. If we come back to this pack again, we'll continue on with it. And the advantage to bees, the reason I'm doing bees, is you can pick one particular thing you want. For instance, Direwolf and he picked gas tears. You get gas tears from bees. Or you could pick clay. You want to get clay from bees. Or you could be short diamonds or emeralds or platinum or whatever you're short. You can deliberately target it and have bees make it for you. And that's the advantage, is very, very targeted making of stuff. But that's enough for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and have some fun. Hope to see you next time. Thanks.